Hey everyone, welcome to your weekly energy update, and this is for the week of August 28th through September 4th. Although these videos are timeless, so if you have come across this video outside of that time frame, I would still trust your intuition and that it brought you here for messages. If you are watching this during that period, wow, this week on September 4th at the end of the week, Mars joins the retrograde parade that's going on because all of the planets, except for Venus, will be in either their pre-shadow of their retrograde or in the middle of their retrograde. So Venus being direct, all our love lessons are still kind of focused outwardly, while all the rest of the planets, every other area of our life, are pointing us inward for this reflective period to understand things. So what does this Mars retrograde energy bring in for us? Well, Mars is known as the planet of the god of war, but it is focusing on the masculine energy part for this retrograde. We are kind of drawn to reflect on that. The men in our lives, like our fathers, those in authority over us, even brothers, cousins, anyone that had this masculine energy in our lives. And with Mars actually being in the sign of Gemini, Gemini really has to do with communication. And so I feel like what we're being drawn into for this period is a new way of communicating with those masculine energies in our lives. We, of course, are going to ask for this reading, just, creator, spirit, universe, what can we do with this Mars retrograde energy? So we'll definitely look into that. So September 4th is when the Mars retrograde pre-shadow begins, and we'll start to feel the energy of the retrograde almost on day one. And as we get closer to when it actually goes full retrograde on October 30th, then we move into that strong energy period from October 30th to January 11th of next year. That's as long as Mars is going to be in full retrograde. Then when it goes direct on January 11th, for a couple months, all the way up to March 16th, is when we're going to be in the post-shadow. And that's more of a reflective period of what did we learn during this pre-shadow and retrograde period when Mars was in Gemini, and what are we going to do with that? So that is the kind of information that we're going to be looking into here as we pull this reading. But before we jump in there, I did want to make sure you were aware, I'm right in the middle of having a YouTube subscriber marathon where my goal is to reach over 1,000 YouTube subscribers or more, of course. And when I reach that amount, I am going to be giving away 10 free 1-hour personal readings to 10 lucky individuals. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would really appreciate you consider doing so, because once I reach that, I'll put out a special video on how you can actually sign up for that drawing. But also, in the meantime, I'm putting out kind of weekly another special giveaway. So I have put a link down below to my giveaway playlist. I also put links to the specific videos, whichever is more convenient for you, because there still is time to sign up for my first giveaway, which is a free 30-minute recorded personal reading. And then the second giveaway that I just put out last Friday is for a hedge of peace and love. So if you want to know more about what those are, and if you want to sign up for those, check those out below too. I'll also throw the link to the playlist at the end of the video. It'll appear here in one of the corners at the end. So I'm excited for those giveaways, and I'm also going live each weekend, and I'm going to go intermittently too on kind of like Facebook and Instagram, but I am going live on YouTube on Friday evenings at 11:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Yep, and then going over into midnight into the next morning. And then on Saturday at noon, and Saturday and Sunday at noon, I'm going live on YouTube as well. So if you want to check any of that out, just keep an eye on my Facebook, my Instagram, and Twitter, because I do put out the advertisements of when those things are happening and other information as well. All right, so enough of all that. Let's jump in to your reading and see what we can do with this Mars retrograde energy. All right, Geminis, this is your weekly energy update. We're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Into the Lonely Woods deck, and any of the cards I use in a reading I do list in the description box below. But we'll give these a good shuffle, and we'll see what Spirit and Creator want you to know about this Mars retrograde energy. So for our Geminis, what would you like them to know about this? Okay, they do want this one right here. And do you have love forgives distance? Beautiful. That is card number 13. Put that right here, and let's see what energy comes with that here for you. There is a constancy to true companionship. Without contact, whether physical or words, for a time, some friendships and connections wither. Others remain as bright as they were the last time you saw each other. Some friendships withstand distance, time apart, and even enforced separations. We set our course, and our paths may divert and part, but in time they will converge again, joining as seamlessly as two rivers flowing into one, then parting again. Let the moments of true connection flow, and know those who truly love you will simply reach out their hand and open their arms, or even dance within the space only your two energies combined can create when the time to be together comes again. So distance makes the heart grow fonder, right? But I love this because this is definitely, they're focusing on masculine energies. So whatever masculine energy you feel separated from and distanced from, this is about it. This dragonfly is really standing out to me too, because today when I was out walking, I actually saw a huge dragonfly and then a smaller blue dragonfly. And when I was walking, it was basically Spirit saying that we're here, we're around you, you're never alone. And to trust that those individuals that, will come in and out of our lives are always divine appointments, right? They come into our lives on purpose, for a purpose, being a mirror for the perfect amount of time. Sometimes there's someone that's just there for a moment, sometimes for a day, sometimes for a month, sometimes for a lifetime. Other people, are strictly for us to see from a distance and go, oh my gosh, right? So regardless of what this is, of course, it's going to be different for every one of you. This is about divine timing, and it's always perfect, coming together and leaving, always like these tower moments. What is meant for you never passes you by. Things are purposely brought into your life for a reason and removed for your life for a reason. It never happens to you. It's always happening for you. We're also going to take some cards here, or one card at least, from this numerology guidance deck. Let's see what else they'd like you to know. Okay, they want that one right there. Oh my gosh. And you get a timeout. So timeout. So distance. You can't make that up. How perfect is that? And let's see if what else it says in here. So this card, of course, indicates a need to take a time out from your busy schedule and the hustle bustle of life. Perhaps you've been working too hard or have a lot going on. Maybe you've been tired, irritable, and anxious, or just generally feeling unwell. If you've been under stress of any kind or have been spending time in a negative or toxic environment, you must remove yourself from the situation to heal and recharge. This is the perfect time to take a vacation. Even a day or two away will revitalize and recharge your soul. You don't necessarily need to leave your home. You could laze around the house and unplug your computer and your phone. I know, right? What? Have an energy healing, a massage, or a facial. Soaking in a hot bath, taking a walk in nature, watching a movie, and reading a good book are perfect ways to unwind, center yourself, and feel a sense of renewal. If you're feeling overwhelmed, uncertain, or confused, the answers will present themselves during your quiet time. Clarity comes from silence, and order follows peace. So step away from the stress and find your inner sanctuary. It's so perfect. You can't make this up. So definitely that's the reason why you're having this time out, the understanding that it's for you to reflect, it's for you to heal, it's for you to really work through whatever was going on in the relationship. We're also going to pull a card here from the Power of Surrender deck. See what else they would like to add. Of course, 37, when you add 7 and 3 together, is 10. That's endings and new beginnings. So what else here for our Geminis, please? What else would you like our Geminis to know about this? Okay. It's this one right there. You got surrender to miracles. And that says, be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. Yeah, I like this because it's like believing, and I love all the purples in here too. It's like believing that all of this is divine and that miracles happen, that you know that what is meant for you, for your highest experience, will always unfold for you. It's like I feel that over and over and over again. And we do have 3 tarot decks to pull from. We're going to start off with the Chinese tarot. See what else they want you to know about this separation, this time apart. So for our Geminis, okay, we got 2 for there. And we have the Runic Tarot, R-U-N-I-C. All right, what else for our Geminis, please? Okay, they want these 2 here. And then we have the Good Tarot for the final cards. All right. And what are your other messages here for Gemini, please? What else would you like them to know? Okay, no, they said none of those. What else do you want to Gemini? Okay. Any others? Okay. There we go. So let me just put these out here. And we'll just spread these out. Actually, I'm just going to put this up here. Put these side by side. 2 by 2. Interesting. So we'll start over here, and you have the Strength card. So inner strength coming in here. And the Strength card is all about the journey of getting to know your higher self and understanding that with life, I mean, we come in here as these animals, the tigers. It's our human side. And the person that's riding the tiger in this case is our higher self. And the tiger in the beginning doesn't realize the connection it has to the higher self and that it's always with it. But the tiger is taught when it first comes here that it's, of course it's hungry and it's thirsty, and it's told, look out there for that which will fill your stomach and take away your thirst. Go look into relationships, look into situations and circumstances like job, education, etc. Look into your body and your possessions and bank accounts. Those things will take away your thirst and make you feel full. So we, like us all, go out there to do all that. And the more we eat of those things, the more we drink of those things, the more hungry we become, the more thirsty we become, because those things don't fulfill us. Because relationships, of course, people change or they pass away. Situations never stay the same, and things in our bodies break down, they deteriorate, they're stolen, they catch on fire. All those things are not fulfilling because they're very temporary. So if they fill us up at all, it doesn't last very long. So eventually, our little human self, the tiger, becomes hangry. It's hungry, angry. It roars in the jungle because it's so desperate to find something that will fulfill it. Well, our higher self is always aware of our human self, even though our human self in the beginning is not aware of our higher self. So it comes down to the rescue, and it doesn't come down to kill off the tiger. It doesn't come down to cage the tiger to protect people from it. It also doesn't, try to manipulate or control the tiger with like a whip and a chair like they do in circuses and all that, because it knows that what our little tiger self is hungry for is unconditional love, not the conditional love of the outside world. And it's very convenient that our higher self is made of unconditional love. So it's able to come down and give our little human tiger self a huge hug and give it all the love it's been looking for. So it transforms from this roaring tiger in the jungle to this purring tiger cub sitting in the lap of our higher self, definitely feeling whole and complete, not thirsty, not hungry any longer. And it's not like a superhero who comes down, rescues someone, and then flies away. Now that the tiger is aware of our higher self, then they have this new forge, this new bond, they walk together, hand in hand, hand in paw, kind of like that would be our higher self and our human self. They walk hand in hand on a new adventure, going together instead. So you find this inner strength with this realization of who you really are, connecting to your higher self. Yeah, and you have the Six of Cups. And this is beautiful because Six of Cups is your emotion. Cups are your emotions. The Six of Cups is called like the nostalgia card. You go back and look at old emotions, old memories, and they transform. When you realize that every moment is either the tiger, things related to the conditional love, the fear of losing a conditional love, or it's of the higher realm, that which is rooted in unconditional love. You go back and look at a memory, and the memory is either of fear or of unconditional love. Usually, if it's a memory of unconditional love, you're like, this feels so great. But a lot of the memories that stand out are the fear memories, because our brain is trying to remember, keep us out of danger. So it really focuses in on those experiences where we felt fear. Well, when you go back and look at those situations, when you realize that when a human side of us it feels uncomfortable, like it feels unsafe, it feels out of control, the little child inside of us activates an alarm, throws us into fight or flight mode, throws us out of our brains to where we're in animal reactionary mode like the tiger. And it'll do whatever it needs to do out of desperation to try to feel safe again and in control, which is generally not emotionally mature things or kind, loving things. It's very selfish and controlling, trying to gain control from others. I need to feel safe, right? When we go back and look at those situations and we realize that, it wasn't of love, so it must have been of fear, then that person, their actions were out of survival mode. They were reactionary, like when you swim out to save someone from drowning. Their arms are flying all over the place because they're panicking, and they smack you upside your head. You're like, I can't believe they hit me. And then they grab you because they're panicking. They pull you into the water with you. And you're like, oh my God, they're trying to kill me. But when you get back to shore and you've finally got them back there and they're just like calming down, then they're like, oh, hey, it's you. They didn't even realize it was you that was in that interaction because they were out of their minds. So when you're able to go back with this strength, with this awareness into old ways, old memories, you understand that what they were doing was not personal because they were out of their minds. What you were doing, you were acting out of your mind if you were in fear. So you understand the situation differently. You understand the other person differently. And more importantly, you understand yourself differently as well. So there's transformation happens as you're looking back at these things. And this time out is meant for you to look at that and to transform those. So I love it. And then you have the 10 of Wands. Yeah, so this is all the energy. Wands is your drive, ambition, passion, just your overall energy. The 10 of Wands is about you. We're investing in all of these things, trying to control all this stuff. But another 10 endings and new beginnings. You're ready to let all that exhaustion go because you were investing so much energy into these relationships, trying to make them be who you wanted them to be, trying to be who you thought they wanted you to be. Oh my gosh, exhausting. And now you're ready to get this energy back and reclaim it back to you. And so this pause, this time out from relationships is allowing you to realize so much and have this energy come back to you. I know I always had it when I was in a relationship, when I would get out of a relationship, when a relationship would end, suddenly I'm like, what is this flood of energy that I'm having? And it's because all that energy we're investing in, that emotional upkeep of all that stuff, and even maintaining old painful memories. Once you release those, all this energy comes back to you and you fill up with that instead. And then you have, Nine of Pentacles, perfect. So Pentacles is your abundance, your worth, your self-worth. And the 9 is about that you look inwardly on this hermit search and you find your wholeness and completeness from within rather than from the outside world. So definitely in alignment with what we've been talking about here. And then you have Temptation, 15. This is also known as the shadow card or the devil card. And what this tells you is that your shadow has brought many situations up into your face recently. I would even say like 30 days. In the last 30 days, for majority of you, you've had the same type of interactions where may not even be you that was going through it, like any altercations with partnerships and stuff. But the way I see it is like this friend is going through a breakup and through this kind of thing with this kind of situation. Then another friend tells you that they're going through it with the exact same situation. And a third person tells you that they're going through the exact situation. And a fourth one, and you're just like, oh my gosh, it's so obvious and in your face that it is this message that's coming, and it's showing you the pattern, the circumstance that you are wanting to look at. Your higher self wants you to look at these things. And so, the devil card, the shadow, is a part of you. It's not this thing that we want to destroy. The little tiger takes us on this beautiful tour of this world, and it brings us the experiences we wanted to experience while we're here. So just know that all this that's coming through, again, perfect timing, perfect situations to show you what you've wanted to see about yourself. So it is happening on purpose. And then your last card is the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles is about movement to a higher level. I mean, Nine of Pentacles comes right after this one, but you are definitely ready to move to a new level in the outside world. It's like moving from being an apprentice to the master, moving from the assistant manager to the manager, to a worker, to the owner of the company. And so you really are moving up to this new level in your outside world of how you're experiencing things and what you're doing with it, which makes sense. As you're going through all of this, you are transforming your outside world because you're doing all this inner work, and we change from the inside out. So as you are changing on the inside, your outside world is also being moved up to new levels. So I'm loving this energy for you. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign and a few other types of videos. So if you don't want to miss out on any of these and be updated immediately when the videos become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, and that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you will be notified of any new videos that do come out on this channel. And also doing those things, it does help spread the love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways, because when you like a video, you share a video, you comment on a video, especially subscribing to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so happy. It wants to share the videos and messages of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am very grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings. All that information is listed in the description box below, and I recently also added a sliding price scale for my recorded videos so that you can pick a reading that is in more alignment with your budget, and it's not just a set dollar amount for the reading. So again, all that information is listed in the description box below. Alrighty, Geminis, as you come into this beautiful timeout period for reflection, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and of course, I love you too. Have an amazing adventure. We'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.